What up, YouTube? I'm making my first video on this channel. I do have another channel, but I decided to make another page just for, everyday topics. My other channel is based on other subjects, like projects, kind of like a hobbyist channel. But this channel right here just gonna be me touching on, um, you know, everyday topics. But yeah, so the reason for this video, I got a question today. Pretty much a female asked me basically why do men have side chicks? And so I just wanted to touch on that. Not that I do it, but I just kind of wanted to touch on it because I can relate to like why, you know. But yeah. So let me get into it. So for a lot of y'all females out there and men too, I give y'all perspectives too. But let me get on it. So a lot of men out there have been in relationships for years or whatever, with a woman, vice versa. A lot of times, basically, women and men, they get comfortable with each other after being together so long, and they start slacking and doing things less that they would do in the beginning, whether it's just, sexual stuff. Maybe they don't have much sex activity. Maybe the passion ain't there. Maybe they, don't have sex as much. Maybe the men don't compliment the woman as much, or the woman don't compliment the men as much. Maybe like kind gestures, like I said, quality time, or just the freshness of a newer relationship, or just like I say, people get comfortable, don't do as much, don't go out their way to cook or different things like that. And let me start off by saying just a disclaimer. There's not one answer for every scenario because there's plenty of scenarios because there's plenty of women out there that do everything up under the sun for their men and vice versa. There's men out there that do everything under the sun for their women. But let's just talk about typical relationships. But yeah, a lot of times you meet a woman or a man, and you be in a relationship, and it's just happy-go-lucky. Sexual from the sexual point of view, everything good. The fresh love, y'all go on dates, y'all cuddle, y'all compliment each other. It's just, it's a different ambiance when you with someone in the beginning. Time go by, that person might bicker a little more. They less accepted on things that you do. Like they might complain about the music you listen to. They might complain about habits they didn't in the beginning. They start like, just kind of letting their true colors come out. Well, like they say, drop the other boot. And but the love is there. You still love that person, but at the same time, you're like, damn. But then you meet like a side chick who do everything that the person you with don't do, except be the person that you with. So a lot of times they might lack the personality of the person you with or the reliability of the person you with, but they do all the fun stuff. Whether it's like in the bedroom, they might do more stuff in the bedroom than the person you would do. They might compliment you more because it's also a new situation. Just a lot of different stuff, and just like I say, forbidden fruit. A lot of time it's just because you're getting something different. It's just new. It's not that you love your side chick and nothing like that. Most times it's just lust, or sometimes it's uh, like people want to feel wanted. People want to feel needed. So a lot of times you be with somebody and they don't make you feel like you need it, or they don't make you feel like you matter, or just a lot of different scenarios. So with that being said, you move on to the side chick, but you trying to keep your main chick because, like I say, the love is there. Sometimes it could be another scenario where it's cheaper to keep her. Like maybe you don't want a divorce because of what comes with a divorce, or just a lot to it. Or maybe you just don't want to. You straddling the fence. You don't want to jump down because you're afraid. You might go with the side chick, and the side chick turn out to be the grass ain't green on the other side, pretty much. But yeah, it's a whole lot of reasons. What the heck? My bad, y'all. Some type of Amber Alert and some other stuff. But yeah. Um, like I was saying, a lot of times they feel a void, and that also go with women. So I'm gonna speak on it from a man's point of view. You know, a lot of times a woman is cheat in that same incident, like pretty much for the same reasons. Um, most women is a little different as far as why they cheat. Sometimes they just like men. Sometimes women think just like men from a lust point of view, but most times it's more of they cheat emotionally, like far as like guys might compliment them, make them feel a little special, and things that the person you with not doing, and just like things like that, kind of sweet talk your girl, things that you don't do or whatever. And that's why a lot of times they cheat, but also sometimes same thing. The guy, my bad, well, ain't like y'all watching. I'm just because I'm kind of in the dark over here, so just a little light. But yeah, um, sometimes they pretty much just cheat, you know, because they want the cuddles, they want the quality time, they want the guy gonna tell you what you want to hear, and this and that. At the end of the day, it's all bullshit though. It's like I feel like a lot of times karma is a bitch. Sometimes it's just you take it till you can't and you just leave if you really feel like it's a situation where you feel like you need someone else because like that shit you gonna get caught up at some point. Like men or women, sometimes you find women that take it and take it and take it and take it, and yeah, I think it's cool till she finally blow up or she finally grow a hatred towards you or she finally meet someone else, and vice versa. Men too. Like a lot of times men are taking it, taking it, taking it, take it, and then they'll meet the right woman. Just kind of like let's just talk about like Remy Ma and Papoose for example. Like he took shit for years. Like think about it. She was in jail. She was in prison for years. He held it down for years, took care of the kids. She got out, had a baby with him, and I'm telling him what kind of stuff was going behind closed doors, and then just she did some bullshit and made it out to the the public for the most part, and she pretty much got exposed, and it was like the last straw for him, and he just moved on and found somebody like a million times better. It's like, but he took it and took it and took it to where you could tell like now it's like somebody came in his life and showed him a whole nother point of view of life in a sense. Like damn, like appreciation, like it ain't like he got more money than her, so it ain't no money thing. It ain't like a what he can do for her thing, because obviously we know Papoose was writing a lot of Remy Ma music and things like that, but it ain't like Clarissa, a rapper. I mean, she do rap, I heard, but her career is fighting, so it ain't like he's teaching her to fight. He just kind of like being a little backbone, a little support, and she just showing him the appreciation, whatever, putting him out there and all of that. And them type of situations that happens a lot. This was just like a public example of it. People being mistreated, and then you get blessed down the line sometime, man. Like, and the person who was doing all the cheating, you could tell she's miserable now. So a lot of times when you cheat and go out and just be a straight a-hole, you know, it's gonna hit you at some point. Either the person you mess around with gonna fuck you over, or like it's good while it lasts, but at some point, if you can't just be honest with yourself, like if you ain't trying to be with that person or you trying to cheat on that person, let that person know, hey, try to talk to them and tell them what's lacking in the relationship and what needs to change and things like that. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes that's easier said than done, especially with women, because a lot of times when you tell women certain stuff, they take it as criticism, and man, it just turn into something else. You might have a simple talk with someone trying to explain something. Hey, you don't do this, you don't do this in the bedroom, you don't do A, B, and C, whatever. and they start talking about like, oh, you don't like this relationship no more, you don't want this relationship no more. They just take it farther than they need to go instead of trying to fix the problem. So a lot of times that's another reason why men don't even want to address those type of issues, because a lot of women get so offended when you try to like critique them and just try to, it turns into something versus just leaving it alone, doing your thing, and letting it be what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on that. Yeah, y'all got some more topics y'all want me to touch bases on, kind of speak on, give my opinion about it. Cool. Y'all can leave some comments if you disagree with anything I'm saying or whatever. But yeah, like I said, every relationship is different. A lot of people some people just greedy, some people just cheat. They not lacking anything besides just something new. They like to have variety, so it ain't always a situation where um, you know, one person is lacking something. Sometimes it's just simple as just a person being greedy. But yeah, man, anybody listening to it, just like, share, and subscribe, comment. Like y'all want me to touch on something else. Y'all got your own personal problems. It ain't necessarily got to be relationship. Just everyday little conversation, pretty much. But yeah, all right, y'all.